I'd like to show you how I make pancakes from scratch, and what you will need is baking soda, flour, milk, eggs, sugar, butter, salt, a mixing bowl, a pan, measuring cups, measuring spoons, and I think that's about it. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing you want to do is melt 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to put this in the microwave, and I'm going to put it in for about 10 seconds. And you really need to watch this because it doesn't take long to melt butter. So when I have this melted, I'll bring you back. My butter is melted. The next thing I want to do is go ahead and crack my egg in the bowl. And you want to beat this until it is fluffy. You can do this with a fork or with a whisk. Beat it up until it's fluffy. You really want to make sure this is fluffy because it gives the pancakes some lift. Okay, I think that's good. Now I need to add my 3/4 of a cup of milk. And I want to add my butter. And I want to mix this up. Then I want to add my dry ingredients, and that is 1 cup of flour, okay, here's my 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I need 1 tablespoon of sugar. Okay, now you just mix this up. And honestly, I just mix this until it's combined. I don't go any further because I don't want to develop the gluten in the flour too much. Say about right there. I want to stop right there. You still see some lumps in there, and that's fine. That's perfectly okay. Now, the important thing about pancake batter is to let it sit. So I'm going to let this sit for about 10 minutes, and I'm going to be getting my pan ready. And I'll bring you to the stove and show you how I do that. It's time to get my pan ready, and I have also turned on my oven to its lowest setting, and I put a plate in the oven because I prefer to cook my pancakes one at a time and then put them in the oven to keep them warm. I am going to put butter in the bottom of my pan. I'm not going to do that until I know the pan is hot enough. One of the ways you can do that is to take a little bit of water and put it in the bottom of the pan. And if it dances away, like that did, you know your pan's ready. This is cast iron, so I'm going to turn it back a little bit, give it a minute, and then I'll put my butter in. When I have my butter in and all melted, I'll bring you back. Okay, as you can see, my butter is ready to go. I prefer to scoop out my pancakes with a ice cream scoop. You shouldn't put more than 1/4 of a cup of batter in the pan at a time. I just scoop it in there, and I take the back of the ice cream scoop and I just kind of squish it around and make it kind of round. Now everybody knows the first pancake always turns out kind of yucky, so we'll see. I'll bring you back when I'm ready to show you when it's time to flip it. Okay, my pancake is ready to flip, but what I wanted to tell you was if you wanted to put any blueberries or chocolate chips in, this is the time to do it. Set it in here, let the bubbles come up a little more around your blueberries or chocolate chips, and then flip it over. I'm gonna go ahead and try and flip this. And keep in mind, I am no good at flipping pancakes or eggs or anything like that. So here we go. Not bad, not bad at all. Okay, when the other side is done, and the other side's gonna take a little bit less time, and when it's done, I'll bring it back. Okay, this other side literally took maybe a minute and a half, maybe that long. Keep an eye on it for sure. I'm gonna put this one in the oven to keep it warm, and I'm gonna continue to make my pancakes. And when I have them all done, I'll bring it back. Here they are finished. This recipe will make about 4 or 5 pancakes. I like to serve mine with some butter and some syrup. I hope you enjoy.